future, talk radio will actually educate, inspire, and make you think. The future is now. Topics and music that affect your life from Universal Broadcasting Network. Tune in at ubnradio.com.
It's the Pandora Boxx Show!
It's so subtle, right? Hey, I don't do my own voiceover work. Thank you.
Stop, you rock.
Thank you.
It's like we go through this every week.
Standing ovation.
Really?
Thank you. While I take to the stars. You're welcome. You're all welcome.
Come.
My fantasy is
They said-
gone.
They said bye.
Ruined.
They said bye.
That's how it normally happens too. I'm like, oh, okay, bye. Yeah, it's the Pandora Boxx Show. It's me, I'm Pandora Boxx, and my lovely co-host Samantha Hale.
I just heard lovely.
I know. Sometimes I think you're lovely. Sometimes.
I'll sometimes take it. How about that? I just noticed that there's like in the intro, there's like a pirate ship with like
There is a little-
a half-naked guy
Yeah,
with
there-
like a.
There is.
I love it. We're weird
It's
and
a
fantastic.
very gay pirate ship. I'm on the pirate ship.
I
think
love
I go
it.
by really quick, but yeah, a little.
There it is. What a
Gay
cute
pirate.
ship. Oh, look at you. Well, that's not you. Or is it you?
No, that's me.
Oh, it is you.
Yeah.
Looking good.
I mean, I have to. People didn't like this music video, so I have to use it somewhere.
I liked it.
It's very gay, but yes,
That's
that's me.
fabulous.
Yeah, I'm excited that we've come back for a batch of shows, and the most important thing, the most fabulous thing, is that we're sponsored by Albaline.
We are.
I love Albaline. Albaline is a fabulous makeup cleanser, and I've actually used Albaline the entire time I've been doing drag. And it's actually not a lie.
300 years.
Yes, 300 years.
It's a lot of products.
And it's actually not, like, it's true that I really have. It's, like a drag queen. Actually, Aggie Doon, who was on our show, who's from Rochester, she's the one that introduced it to me. She said, you should get this makeup remover. You'll probably never use anything else. And I never have, because it just works so well. Like, everything comes off. And just leaves
Including
me
your clothes at the end of the
feeling
night.
fresh and, well, if it's that type of night, probably not everything
Hey-o.
comes off. But yeah, no, it's
But
really
I'm
good,
bummed.
and it leaves your skin feeling great, and it moisturizes it too. And I credit that with looking youthful-ish.
Right, and it actually gets the makeup off, so you don't wake up in the morning with raccoon eyes, which is
It's
nice.
true. No, it really, it just melts it all the way. And they've even made it better because they have an eye makeup remover as well
Perfect.
too now, so you can. I'm like, I don't know how you improve on a product that's already fabulous, but they did it.
find
So
a
and,
way.
sometimes you
just
just need a little
expand.
eye makeup remover, and so it's amazing. I love it.
Fabulous.
Aw, so I saw this. I'm a big Star Trek fan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm coming out as one. I think people already know.
I think people may have guessed that about
People
you.
might have guessed I like
You
some
are
sci-fi.
technically wearing a Star Wars shirt, but we'll go with the Trek too.
I know, but you can like both. There's nothing wrong with liking both. You
Is
don't
that
have
like
to
a
have
feud where people are like, "Are you Star Wars or Star Trek?" Is that a thing?
I actually think there are, but it's probably not
Really?
as bad as like Lady Gaga and Madonna. 'Cause
Oh
those people,
yeah, no kidding. Can't we
Oh,
love
jeez, I think
everybody? You sure did.
Yeah.
The
It
Stardust
gave me,
came right
oh my
out
god,
of
it
your
gave
mouth.
me agita just thinking about that stupid fight. It's like, you guys can like both.
It gave you what? Was that a nerd term?
And the thing is, what?
What? It gave you what?
Agita.
What the?
It's Italian stomach.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought it was like
Oh, I
a
got
space
agita.
reference. I don't know. I don't know.
It gave me space balls.
Which I love.
It's actually the Lady Gaga fans that are worse, though. That get meaner.
Really?
That get nastier about it. Yeah.
I don't get it though. I mean,
I
they're
don't
both
either
fabulous.
because,
What's
especially because Lady Gaga represents like
the love and
that's what
acceptance.
she's supposed to represent. But some of those fans are just mean. It's like you don't have to come from Madonna. You don't have to do anything. Madonna can say something about Gaga if she wants. Gaga can say something about Madonna. Neither of them have said anything that bad.
Right.
So it's like I don't really get the
Have they
nastiness.
publicly spoken about each other? little
Yes,
bit?
a little. There's been some.
Okay.
A little bit, but nothing that bad. Like Madonna called "Born This Way" reductive, and then in an interview, they're like, "What do you think of
Oh.
Born This Way?" And she said, "Reductive." And the interviewer was like, "What does that mean?" She goes, "Look it up."
Oh,
But
shady
it's kind of
bitch.
sassy and funny because if you listen to Born This Way, it sounds
It's
very
very
much
similar.
like Express Yourself
Yeah.
and Express Yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends how gay I feel, how I say it. But
Express yourself.
but regardless, it's nothing that's that bad. And the thing is, you can like more than one pop diva.
Yeah,
Like,
you're not allowed to only have one. You
It's
guys.
like drag queens on Drag Race. You're allowed to like more than one of us.
Right.
You
can
don't have to compare us.
Right.
We're not in that competition anymore.
Right.
You can like one. You can like another. You don't have to pick a favorite.
Yeah.
You can pick a favorite. And you can still like other queens.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
You
Some
can
of these
have a-
people that come for other people online, I just sit back and go, what's, you know?
If we all were exactly the same and we all loved only the same thing, how the fuck would you get into the concert? Because everyone would be trying to go.
I know.
You
And
know what I mean?
RuPaul's model's the same thing. Everybody say
Say
love.
love.
I
Come
mean,
on.
The difference is it is a reality television competition, which does tend to set everybody up and likes drama. And so there's that involved. And lots of people think they can read because they've seen it on TV and they can't because
Yeah.
they're not
Oh,
funny
I
and they're
know.
just dumb and they're just mean.
It's the difference between being funny and sarcastic and witty and mean.
But I mean, I guess my whole point was that it's like
Yeah.
you can like more than one person.
Yeah. I just saw Lady Gaga a couple weeks ago, and she was fabulous. She put on a great show.
Yeah, I think she's
She put on
amazing.
a great show. I mean,
And I like Madonna too. I'm not going to pick. I don't
Yeah.
need to.
I don't see the feel. I don't feel I need to.
Yeah, but so it's okay. So Star Trek, getting back to that, is that there's a Star Trek porn that I never knew existed. Probably because it's
Oh,
straight
boy.
porn. I don't really care.
Ew,
But it's porn, but it's based on Star Trek: The Next Generation, and they actually used a guy that's a Jean-Luc Picard, like a Patrick Stewart impersonator, to play him
No
in
kidding.
it, and looks just like him. But I guess he doesn't do any of the porn. He just plays
Oh,
Jean-Luc Picard.
so
But
we
actually,
don't see him fucking.
yeah. But if you watch the series, that kind of goes with it because Jean-Luc didn't really get any.
Oh,
It was always
okay.
Riker that
So
got
it's
it.
accurate.
Riker was the slut. He always was hooking up, but Jean-Luc didn't really. I don't even know if he did once, maybe once, but in however many seasons.
Huh.
But so they're doing this whole porn, but actually they've cut it down and put it on YouTube. And actually, if you really watch it, they did a really good job of making like a fan fiction about Star Trek
Really?
because they really clearly liked the show and knew the show and knew
Yeah.
characters, and so
So they just take the sex scenes out on YouTube.
yeah, they did. Yeah,
What's it called on YouTube?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Star Trek porn
Star
parody.
Trek porn parody. I'm sure it's on there.
Yeah, it's easy. And I posted it on my Facebook like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's
and
kind
I
of fun.
thought it was kind of funny to talk about, and I don't know.
That's
I like
kind of fun.
I like Star Trek.
And you like porn?
I don't like porn.
No, actually, you don't like porn.
No, right.
Well,
I don't hate porn.
but it's not like you're,
I'm a
oh my God, you know what I'm
dude.
going to go do?
No, not really. Like maybe once in a while, but usually I'm kind of like,
Yeah. When you have a hot freaking husband at home like you do, you're set. You're good.
He loves porn, so that's the difference there.
So that's a healthy, balanced
I
relationship.
don't like it, but now too, I know a lot of porn stars, so it's kind of
right.
like,
Hey, buddy.
oh my God, your balls looked amazing in that scene. You're so good. You really sucked that dick, bitch. Oh my God, you really
Bravo.
That was good.
Your mother must be so proud.
You know, when I saw that close up of your butthole, I was moved. Like that was like your butthole,
To
like
tears. To anal tears.
gave an emotional performance in that porn.
I really felt it.
Well, it is kind of like I don't know how to compliment my porn star friends like that, so I don't. I mean, I'm not like, hey.
Yeah. I never really thought
I mean,
about
sometimes
that.
I'll say something on Twitter like, oh my God, you made me pop my jug. Or
Right.
something like that. But they're hot. And also, I realized too that me going on Twitter in public places is probably not always a good idea because all of a sudden I'm like reading and it's political, and
Oh, I know.
I'm like following Martha Plimpton, who's very political, and love her, and like Patricia Arquette, and they're very political, and Cher, and all of a sudden here's a butthole. I'm like, oh God, there's a team of dicks there. Oh my God, oh no, and then it's like, oh yeah,
You gotta lighten the mood, you know?
and then it's like they come all at once, and you're just like, oh, woo, scroll.
Aw. But it lightens the
So
mood.
I know, but I have to just kind of cover my phone, like I'm like.
It's okay. These are just my professional friends doing their job. That's all it is. Move along.
That wasn't a hole. That was a hole in the wall that's colored.
Flesh. flesh colored?
I don't know. I wasn't gonna say flesh colored because that's racist.
What? Like, I was just thinking of like a butthole, like a pink butthole.
I know, but
How is that? Maybe I'm missing something.
because flesh comes in lots of different colors.
I wasn't even thinking about that because I thought that we're all the same, you see.
We are all
I
the
think
same.
I just feel like an asshole's an asshole. A butthole is a butthole. It doesn't matter.
No, that's actually not true, though. There's different kinds of buttholes.
Oh, really? See, I
There's,
actually don't know because I have not had
There's
sex with men that way. So
pretty
I don't
buttholes, and then there's buttholes that look like they've been chewed by a wolverine.
Oh, okay. I'm learning. I have never actually seen because
You know, some gentlemen like you to put a little finger in their butthole.
yeah, but putting a finger in a butthole doesn't mean I can see it. Well, I'm thinking of like
Well, you're supposed to use a mirror and go under there. And go.
shut up. How did we get here? Can we bring on the guest, please?
I'm totally joking. Like, I wouldn't know what a butthole looked like unless I was looking at porn. I don't know if I've ever really looked at my own butthole.
Yeah, I've never done the hand.
Or maybe when I was
myself.
younger, because I was like, I wonder what my butthole looks like. Is it cute? I don't know.
I'd never had that thought.
Again, I don't ever look at a butthole and go, wow.
That's a pretty butthole.
Except one person, was a porn star, Brent Corrigan. Because I was
Oh.
like, how is it so like, I'm like, he definitely bleaches his
Probably
butthole.
spends a lot of money to make it look like that.
Also, I will tell you, calling it butthole is not sexy. Just so you're.
What would make it sexy?
Although I'm not trying to be sexy here, like.
Yeah.
I don't know if
How's
somebody
a
was like,
sexy way to-
oh yeah, put a finger in my butthole. Like, would that turn you on?
No, not in that voice. Oh yeah, like I'm fucking grandma.
Samantha, I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
eat your vagina
No, oh, okay.
and put
No.
a finger in your butthole.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so hot.
Just
I mean,
became a nun.
Isn't that like how guys talk sexually?
Yeah, it
to you?
is. It's exactly how it is. I'll send you a tape next time.
Oh, I don't know where we went.
To the land of the hole.
I'm sorry. Why am I talking about buttholes so much?
I don't know. We just got off topic. Or
I'm
maybe we're
sorry.
on topic.
I'll apologize to my mother who listens to the show.
Hi, Mom.
Now people are just gonna go, oh my god, you stopped talking about vagina. Now you're talking about butthole.
Well, it's only fair.
You, if you were playing a drinking game called Pandora's Butthole right now, you'd be drunk because there would be a lot of shots.
Wasted.
Butthole.
Are we already doing the hashtag of the week?
Butthole.
I feel like
Butthole.
there it is.
Sorry, the sound guy Jarvis and I were.
That would have been like
we're trying to get on the same page
Right?
and make this funny thing, and now I just said butthole them more. I'm gonna see how many times I can bring butthole in the conversation with our guests. We have fabulous guests today. Which is
couple of buttholes
Oh my god, a horrible segue because I love both of them.
and buttholes.
From RuPaul's Drag Race season, I don't remember, 6, I think.
I believe.
Fabulous. I love her to death. Kelly Mantle is going to be on the show today. And also, she's been on our show. Carly Jibson is here. Fabulous. And
So
she
funny and fabulous.
is on the new TBS show, The Guest Book. And so we're going to talk all about that. And
Yay.
I love it. So we're gonna be fabulous, and we're not going to talk about butthole. Okay, show break.
Yes, we are.
Show break. This is the show break. Show break. This is the show break.
You guys, you have no idea how excited I am that Elbeline is sponsoring the Pandora Boxx show. You know, Elbeline is the only makeup remover that I've ever used the entire time I've been doing drag. Like 300 years or whatever. And now they've improved on an already amazing product by coming out with Elbeline Eye Makeup Remover. It's the newest innovation from the makers of the beauty industry's best kept secret. That's Elbeline Moisturizing Cleanser. I love it. It's free of parabens, fragrances, and preservatives, and gently yet effectively takes off stubborn, long-wearing waterproof eye makeup while conditioning lids and lashes. Blink, 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 blink. It's available at Walgreens and CVS, in-store and online. You will love Elbeline. I can't rave more about this fantastic product, darling. Thank you for listening to the Pandora Boxx Show on ubnradio.com. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes. Ooh, yeah, iTunes.
Oh my God.
Yay,
Stop it.
thank you, studio audience. Welcome to the show, Carly Jibson and Kelly Mantle. Kelly and Carly. It's the Kelly and Carly show.
Yeah. I would watch that show.
I would watch that show.
I would watch that show.
Jesus Christ, I'm already breaking things.
Check 1, 2, 3, testicles.
Like hearts all across the country.
Hey guys. I'm giving you like my best, like full transition voice right now because I am getting over the laryngitis. So
I love it. It's very
So-
Kathleen Turner.
It
Very
is.
that.
I will accept that.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want you to go listen to the birds out there.
Yeah.
I actually just watched that movie, Serial Mom.
so good.
I mean,
So good.
but I hadn't seen it in so long.
Yeah.
And it was still cracking me up.
And
No,
every night.
it holds up.
It does.
Yeah.
It holds up.
And
It's
it's
so good.
crazy, and it all in the best way. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
I had a dream that I was Serial Mom once after watching it. Like,
Did
I
you?
totally dreamt that I was her, and it scared the fuck out of me because, like, I don't want to be a mom, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think she
That
did
is
either, really.
terrifying. Yeah. You're like coat hangers immediately.
no,
Yeah.
exactly. Someone push me.
The
Yeah.
prank phone calls are the best.
Oh, they're so good. Cocksucker.
Cocksucker. I had a phone mix that I would do, which that's what I call it, and use different lines from different movies. And that was kind of once that movie came out, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
she's using everything.
best
This
I
is it. This is
want to
it.
do it.
Yeah.
I interviewed Mink Stoll when I wrote for this magazine like years ago. And at the end of it, I'm like, I know that you're not supposed to do this, but I'm totally going to do it. I'm like, would you mind leaving my outgoing message,
Oh yeah.
my voicemail? And she was like, sure, yeah. Well, what do you want me to say? I'm like, something with pig fucker in it. And she really was. She goes, hi, this is Mink Stoll on Michael Steck's voicemail. Leave a message, pig fucker.
Oh, that's so good.
Cried. I was like,
my
hanging
God.
just tears.
Was it like you had to get rid of it eventually because it was like a Nokia phone that like you couldn't transfer?
No.
This was probably in the days of answering machines at the time.
How dare you?
Ba-boom.
Oh, it's funny because it's true. Dream come true. though.
Oh.
Well, Kelly, hi. What have you been up to? The last time I saw you was Psycho the Musical.
It was
right?
Psycho the Musical. We're getting ready to do it again, and you're not doing it with us.
Oh, I know. Well, because it's Long Beach is the new. You're doing it.
We
right?
are. We're taking it to Long Beach, and then I think after that, we're taking it to Vegas. So hopefully you'll
fun.
rejoin us.
Well, I think I might be able to do Vegas. but I
Of course you can.
couldn't.
Who wants to do Long Beach, but you'll do Vegas?
You don't even know the dates. You're like, yeah, no,
Oh, yeah, right. I'll do
Oh
it.
yeah, let me. Yeah, no, I'm available for Vegas. Definitely.
that week just opened right up, wide open.
Right up.
No, I think it's the same weekend as DragCon in New York City. I think
Oh, are you
that's-
going to that?
What, Vegas is? Or
No,
Long
the-
Beach?
the
That's why
Long
you're not
Beach.
doing it? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's a fun musical. It's all original music and
So much fun.
and crazy. And if you like Psycho, it's good. If you don't like Psycho, too, because I don't know Psycho that well.
I didn't either before I
But
got cast in
it's
it and
still
I had
ma-
to watch it.
Yeah, it still is funny. I
It's
thought.
such a brilliant movie. I saw it just last week.
Yeah.
And still, all these years later, it holds up.
It's terrifying.
So ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy. It was
That's
so
what I love
good.
about the musical too, is because it's hilarious, but it's also really dark.
Yeah.
And the music is musical theater, but it's
Who
really
wrote it?
dark music. So, what is his
Oh,
name?
Jonathan Humans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jonathan Humans. I'm sorry, I drew a blank there for a second.
And he wrote it a
You
long
just
time.
looked at me like, how
I know.
fucking? You're like the one fucking
See,
thing
we
I
were
can't
just in the
think of.
green room, like trying to think of people's names. And I'm like, we're
And you're
both having like.
Bitch, you just threw me under the bus and asked me to just drop somebody's name. I did too. What a terrible person. Sorry.
Can she be excused?
Full betrayal. Full betrayal.
We're not doing Kelly and Carly anymore. It's over.
Oh
She
no!
be
It's,
excused.
Canceled.
it's a tale as old as time.
Yeah.
Two stars that hate each other.
Yeah.
Come
Even
into
make
Never
an
work.
just
introduction.
It's like moonlighting all over again.
Oh.
I don't know.
Moonlight. Speaking of answering machines, what?
I know.
I just dated myself and used a terrible. I'm going to note to self: don't talk about Moonlighting, starring Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd, who
That's
notoriously
what it was.
hated each other,
Oh,
and it went on for
gosh.
it was on for a while. And they,
Yeah.
Why they hate each other? Because it's Bruce Willis. I don't know why not.
I think weren't they married or weren't they dating or something? I
know.
think maybe they had like an
No,
affair or something.
they were.
I don't
They
know.
there was kind
I
of.
think Sybil Shepherd hates everyone, doesn't she?
I think
think
that
that's
was kind
kind
of.
of the- yeah.
I don't know.
That's always really heartbreaking too. Like the one I think that always gets me the most, which I'm like in full denial about, is the Dirty Dancing, where they say that Patrick and that they
No,
didn't get
really?
along, that they like had this like this
Really?
this thing on, and I'm like, and it very much upsets me.
Like
I
while they were
refuse to-
shooting?
Yeah,
That is
Wow.
upsetting.
yeah, it upsets me, and I refuse to
See,
acknowledge it.
more people get the Dirty Dancing reference than my Moonlighting one, but I was trying to think of something that because there are several shows like that where the
Well,
stars
Lucy,
didn't-
I Love Lucy, wasn't it? Ethel and her husband. Even
Oh.
going back
Oh,
farther,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
They
I
they
remember
hated
that.
each other. Yeah.
Well,
But they
it-
were so funny together too. What was so weird, their chemistry was amazing.
I wonder if
Yeah.
that had something to do with it,
worked.
though.
Yeah.
It worked.
It
yeah.
might have.
That fire of like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be funnier than you. Well, fuck you. Well, fuck
Snarky,
you.
yeah.
Exactly.
I
Not
think
a
it
bad-
worked.
Well, Betty
Yeah.
White says that B. Arthur did not like her. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But did
Because
B.
she said,
Arthur,
she's like, I
like-
think it's because I'm so happy. And B's like,
Well, 'cause she was so fucking funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be B's. You know, I mean, they all had their strengths, but like, I think being like the breakout comedy star
Right.
was supposed to be her lane, and then
and such
Betty
different
just, like-
styles of comedy.
Yeah,
too.
of course.
Yeah.
But
well, they all
there
won.
can only be one.
They all won Emmys for
Yeah,
their thing. I
yeah.
mean, not that Emmys is the be all and end all, but
That's
you know,
cool, though.
And Betty won
nice.
in the end because she's like the only one alive.
Right? I know.
Wins at life.
I mean, yes, totally true.
She should do like a one-person Golden Girls show. You know, just play all the characters at this point.
Well, they're trying to do a remake, or not a remake, but like a all gay version.
Oh, I heard about
really?
that.
I guess they're trying to. They're having problems getting a network to buy to go with it, but they want to do an all
You mean
male,
to
like
play
all-
them in drag or just
No,
like
no, just
four male
older gay
characters?
men?
older gay men characters. Yeah, which could work.
Living in
Actually-
Palm Springs.
It would have to
Oh,
be.
it would be.
It'd have to be positive.
Yeah, 1,000%. I heard that it was one of the people that they had cast or whatever was I don't know his real name in real life, but he played Leslie on Will and Grace. What's his
Oh,
name?
Oh. See, here we go with the name.
Oh God, why do I keep it?
Why do you keep setting
Leslie-
it up?
No,
Leslie Jordan.
Leslie Jordan. Yeah.
That's his name in real life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would be like the Sophia character,
Oh,
wouldn't
he'd be
he?
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes, I've met him.
Or he
would
could be,
Sophia.
or he could be Blanche. I mean, because he has a big whore.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it definitely
That's
could be
true.
Palm Springs, but it definitely could be somewhere in the South too, like very designing women.
Well, they
Yeah.
said in one of the articles too, like they would love to have Betty White play some kind of like cameo or do something to kind of.
She'd have to be like the landlady or
But
something.
yeah,
I
it's
would-
like, so it's not a remake, which is good.
Yeah.
But it, like with four gay men, it could be funny.
Yeah.
It could
Totally.
be.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious.
I would love Betty White in anything. Like I loved her in Lake Placid for
Yeah.
crying out loud.
Yeah.
She
Well,
was
'cause
awesome
she's-
in that.
She also said motherfucker in it. Which
She sure
The
did.
original Golden Girls basically was for gay men. I mean, there isn't that
I mean, it
big.
was-
It's not a huge departure. Like
It was written by a lot of gay men.
It was-
so,
yeah.
That's very
B.
true.
Arthur's pretty close.
pretty close.
That's true.
It's borderline.
She just never completed the transition.
Yeah.
You know? She had the voice
She had
down.
the voice
but-
down.
Oh.
But speaking of fabulous shows, Carly, you're on a new show called The Guest Book
I am
on TBS.
on TBS.
Yes. I just want you to. I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah, okay.
I get very. I get very tickled by.
Oh, how dare you?
Okay.
How very
now
dare
you'll
you.
know what I did with that. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, so it's a brand new show. It's in this week will be the third week that it airs, but it'll be episode 4 because they aired episodes 1 and 2 back to back. And it's an anthology show. It's written by and created by Greg Garcia, who brought you My Name is Earl, Raising Hope,
Oh,
The
wow.
Millers. Like he's incredible. And so this season is an anthology season, but it's a half-hour comedy. So it's very different. There's three series regulars. There's 3 of us, but every episode we bring in new guest stars. So it takes place in a cabin rental, like in mid what would you call that? Mid California? Where's
like
Northern
Central
California?
California?
Central. Thanks. I didn't grow up here. I don't fucking know what you say. Don't get offended. Fucking write letters to me. I don't know what you
How
call
dare
this
you
shit.
disrespect Bakersfield like that?
A of all, this is the largest state in the world, so like just calm down. It's like, oh my God, it's like, oh, it's Southern California. It's like, calm down. So have a seat, have several. But yeah, so it takes place like in a mountain town in a cabin rental place, and so as every week new people come in, they stay at the cabin, they write their stories in the guest book, and I play a character named Vivian, also known by her stripper name because she runs and operates a strip club known as Tickles.
Yes.
And Tickles is the villain, and Tickles gets into a lot of trouble. She's blackmailing people left and right and getting into all kinds of shenanigans. You're in for a serious treat for what happens at the end of the season. It's just full blown nuts. Like
That's
it's crazy.
awesome.
So it's 10 episodes. We've had like Stockard Channing, Michaela Watkins, Stephanie Weir, who else? Lauren Lapkus, Danny Pudi guest starred, and then this week we have Jamie Presley, obviously in the Greg
she's
Garcia
funny.
family.
Yeah.
I mean, insane. It's so good. Our guest stars are ridiculous.
Stockard Channing.
Oh, man.
That's epic.
That's #legendary.
Oh, I lost my full faculties when I walked into the trailer and saw her. And I tried not to do like the full, to give yourself away and do the full like gasp, you know what I mean? Like you just give yourself away because you want to. This was my first like big TV show. Well, who the fuck my kid? This is my first TV show. So I was like, this is my first big or was it ever? So so I was like trying to be cool. I was like, oh, it's fine. Totally cool. But Stockard Channing that's insane. That's like a once in a lifetime thing. And I walked in and she was sitting getting her makeup done and I didn't expect to see her and I saw her and I was like, and she just went,
Oh no.
in the mirror. So I was like, okay, I won't. I was like, because I had all of it planned out. Like I was gonna be like, you making fun of me, Riz? Like I had all these little things planned out and these ideas of things that I would do that I thought would be really funny that she would think were so charming and adorable, and then maybe want to be my best friend or something, and we could reenact something in the parking lot. I don't know. Like I had it all planned out in my head, but the moment I watched her from my reaction in the mirror, like I started, she was like. I was like, oh, ooh, I saw it all go down the drain. Oh no! Like all of my dreams. So that was my.
So what did you do? Did you just?
I just sat in the chair like a weirdo and tried to like get a photo on my phone. And the whole time, Max, who is wonderful, who was doing my hair, she was like, just say hi. I'll introduce you. I was like, stop it. It's like when you're like a little kid and your mom's like, just go over and say hi, introduce yourself.
Yeah.
And you're like, shut up, stop it, God damn it. I don't want to. I peed myself. So yeah, so it was really crazy.
Were you gonna do a scene with her? Did you have any like?
We had a couple things, but she's just very. She comes in like her, she's very just professional. Her stand-in does everything until it's time for her to go, and she does her thing, and then she's off to Narnia or wherever she floats off to after that. I don't know. To me, like she's a mythical creature who like doesn't live on the planet Earth. She lives in a magical, wondrous place. So she turns into sparkles and disappears into the ether after she's done. I don't know. Never saw her.
I think that's accurate. That
Yeah.
sounds like it could happen.
Yeah. Pretty much. So
But I mean, she's been
cool.
acting for
300 years.
So I guess at some point it does kind of become.
Oh yeah.
I
You
just
were
got to come
6
into.
Oh, yeah.
degrees of Stockard Channing. She was amazing in 6 Degrees of Separation. Did y'all see that?
No.
Mhm, the movie
So
version.
good. Yeah, the movie version. I think she did the Broadway version too.
I think she did.
Oh
I think
yeah.
she did.
But yeah,
I
the
hear
movie
about
was
that.
amazing.
Oh wow.
She was great in First Wives Club too.
Oh, I know. She
Forgot
just broke
about
your
that.
heart
She
in
was
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that movie was so great.
Yeah, it was.
It's one of those movies you can watch it every time and always be entertained. It's still
Or just
good.
quote nonstop.
Oh,
like,
constantly.
So quotable.
Yeah,
movie.
I'm trying. Peaches Christ does productions in San Francisco where she kind of does parody versions of them, and we just did 9 to 5. We had done it in San Francisco, and then she's now traveling to like Seattle and Portland, so we got to do 9 to 5 and 9 to 5 inches is our parody version.
Amazing.
Of course.
And I got to be Dolly Parton, which was amazing.
I love.
But First Wives Club is one I'm trying to talk her into because
That'd be so perfect.
Yeah.
I need to play Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That'd be
Yeah.
really good casting. That'd be perfect.
That would be.
Hi.
Peaches Christ, I'm talking to you.
I'm sure
Everybody
she's
go
listening
tweet
right
her
now.
I'm sure she's not listening. But if she is,
Let her know Pandora wants to be in the First Wives Club. 6 inches.
and sometimes you have to just put it out there in the universe or on a podcast so everyone can hear it.
I feel like they're
Exactly.
doing an adaptation for it, or they have, or it's in the works, or it's been in the works for New York. But then again, I feel like every fucking
Well,
movie
yeah.
ever
Yeah.
made is being adapted into a
parodied, yeah.
musical.
I think they were talking about it as a TV show too, First Wives Club, for a little bit.
Were they really?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay.
I
though.
think they would get to play them now.
Some things I think should just be left alone.
I
Yeah.
do too.
There's so many. Here's
do
the thing that always gets
too.
me. This is Los Angeles. There are so many writers and that are coming up with new content and original content that are creative and smart, that are clamoring to get their shit seen, that are not trying to just regurgitate old, concepts. It's like why can't we just it's out there, the material's there. Why can't we see new things?
People-
because the executives are so scared that something new isn't going to fly.
It's just money.
Yeah, I know.
It's money. They just
Exactly.
know if you
and
put
they're like, well, everyone knows this, so
Yeah.
let's do
Yeah.
this again and put younger people in it.
Like they redid
Yeah.
the Breakfast Club.
yeah.
They did?
Wait, what?
They're redoing the Breakfast Club. They're like filming it right now.
Really?
Yes, it's terribly upsetting.
The reason why
With a bunch of kids who weren't even born when the fucking thing came out.
Right.
I just feel a hate crime coming on.
They're
every
like a
time I hear
Molly
it.
Ringwald cameo.
yeah,
she
th-
plays like a mom
no,
in it.
no, this is-
probably.
I'm sure.
This is why it won't work, because part of the reason it worked is because it was in the 80s.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it just
Right.
fit
It's part of
that
the
80s
charm.
model.
Right.
And what
Right.
they're going to do is they're going to like water it down and
Right.
they're going to add like all this new stuff. And then it's just gonna
Buzzwords
take,
like bully and things
it's going
like
to
that.
suck the life out of it. It's like they're going to use hashtags.
There'll be a
and-
vampire in it.
Or a musical number.
Completely.
Yeah. And it's like, just do a different movie. Or just,
Yeah.
do people even sit in detention on a Saturday
I
anymore?
know.
No, that's probably like illegal now to have
I'm
kids
like-
I
on
think
school
nowadays
property.
Those
probably
kids
the
would be
whole
like-
school is
I
detention.
think you're just allowed
Yeah.
to like slap your teacher and walk
No.
out at this
Like,
point.
please
Well,
go fuck yourself. I'm
everyone's-
not coming to school
yeah.
on Saturday.
Everyone, well, maybe they'll be sleeping with their teacher on a Saturday because that seems to be happening now, unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just
Throwing
I'm
chairs
like, what?
at them
All
and bashing
right.
You
their
trollop.
heads.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Look on your face.
I did. I looked. I was like, okay, Samantha. Yes, everybody's
do you
sleeping
not
with
watch
her.
the news?
In the 90s, I feel like that was happening a lot.
So maybe it'll be a 90s remake.
Oh, hey,
there
now.
you go.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Let
Thank
Samantha
you.
have her fantasies, okay?
No, I'm
Yeah,
good.
I'm good with
Pass.
some remakes and some. It depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Like some like cheesier like sci-fi things, and it's like like future 70s or it was like future 80s. Like if they want to redo that and kind
Right.
of vamp it up, like Battlestar Galactica was one example. Like that, and the original version is kind of terrible, but cheesy, but you kind of love it. But the revamped version they did was like 1,000 times better and incredible, and had great writers and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So maybe something like that, but. Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And there are some movies that like the actor made it. Like a lot of us are like, how do you feel about it? You know, because without Tim
Right,
Curry,
right.
it's not going to be the same. But if they're trying to do something different, maybe I don't know how I feel about it.
Also, too, like I watched the previews for it, and I get it. A lot of people are afraid of clowns. I'm not. I get it, but I don't understand what's so terrifying. So for me, watching the preview, I was like, this is not scary to me.
Yeah.
That there's a tiny, like, man with a full beat face in a gutter. That's West Hollywood. Like, that's not even like a premise for a scary movie. And, like, I'm so confused by it.
Yeah.
So,
That's a really good joke.
thanks.
Greg, you going to use it?
Good have it.
I know a lot of drag queens that wear more makeup, so
Yeah.
and they are scary at a certain point. in
You know
time.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think I have seen a couple of them in the sewer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
probably.
happens.
That would be me.
I'm not trying to name
Thank
names.
you.
wanna name
What's the
names.
show happening?
I have the same birthday as Courtney Love. We have a lot in common, honey. We could,
Nah.
hang out in sewers and ditches. It's rock and roll, baby.
Oh, Courtney. Is she doing anything these days?
She is. She was just
Drugs,
in
I
that
think.
Menendez, that Menendez Brothers movie. She played them all.
Oh, really?
Stop it. Is that out?
It came out, yeah. World
Now
of
that I'm
Wonder.
interested
yeah,
in.
yeah.
Oh, I would watch that.
I do like her.
Because she's not a bad
She's an
actress.
actress.
No,
No,
she's
she
a
turns
great
it out on
actress.
Yeah,
screen.
she's a
Yeah.
good actress.
She will turn it out on screen.
And she
Yeah.
just shot something in Vancouver. I think it's like a, well, speaking of, it's like a variation of Midsummer's Night's Dream, I believe.
Oh, really?
Maybe, yeah. So
she's
something like
fierce.
something Shakespearean like. So.
Well,
That's cool.
I said she looked gorgeous in some picture that she posted, and she started following me on Twitter.
Hey,
So
See?
Oh my God.
that's a life goal I didn't know I needed or wanted. I was like,
Wow.
Courtney Love follows me.
Yeah.
That's kind of awesome.
Well, because when I was first starting out in drag, people told me I looked a lot like Courtney Love. So.
Do you guys? I'm gonna out us all for a moment. Do you guys have the app that tells you like who's been trolling your shit, like either on Facebook or Instagram?
Oh, I wish I
Do
could
you?
get it.
Okay, well I fucking do. I'm gonna out myself. I don't give a shit. So last night, and I said to my boyfriend Garrett, I was like, I want to take a picture of this, and he was like, babe, you can't. You're gonna let everyone know that like you have this app that. But on there, like it was like number 30 or something like that. It said Snooki, and I about lost my shit.
Oh my
And I was like,
God.
is this real? Like I got out of the bed. I was like, is this real? Do you think this is real? Why would this say this? Like, what didn't he? He's like, well, look and see. Like, did she like anything? I was like, no, I don't understand. Like, I was so confused by it. And then I took a picture of it, and I was like, I'm gonna put it on Instagram. And then he was like, you can't, because then everyone's gonna
Everyone
know
knows
that
that.
You're the creepy
you're a
one.
creeper.
I want that app. You're gonna have to share that.
Is
info
that
with
for
me.
all, like for Instagram, Twitter, Facebook? Is it for everything?
You guys, first of all,
Educate us.
it's called.
I know, right?
I can't believe you don't have this. Maybe we'll see if they've got any
Oh,
new
I don't know if I
exciting
want to
ones.
know.
That would
it's
make me so
everything.
neurotic, though.
Okay, it's under entertainment in my entertainment folder. It's called InstaView.
Insta
And
view.
under your InstaView, let's see if she's still here. You guys, this is everything.
She's always in your heart.
So is it the real Snooki?
Yeah, it was her certified one.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's not here now, but I straight took a picture of it, so I can still prove it. Yeah, see, this was from last night. Look, she's number 30.
Oh my God.
So it means that
Nicole,
she
thank
viewed it.
Right.
Like she saw it.
And I don't know why, but
Does that
it
mean
was-
she's following you?
No, she's definitely not
Then
following
how-
me.
Oh.
Well,
She-
she looked at
Snooki,
something.
here I
Somehow,
cry.
You should totally tweet her and be like, I see you, Snooki.
I see you, girl. I see you seeing me, girl. I can't bring myself to do it, but I just told everyone now. But I don't care. It was like on me. But I was like, I wanted to know if I was the only one who did that.
Well, you
No,
know,
I
Carly,
didn't
we
even
have
know
a
it
special guest for you today on the Pandora Boxx show. Snooki, come on in here. Can you imagine?
The funny thing is, all three of us are going to download that app. And,
I know.
Okay.
well, they
totally.
have one for Instagram and Facebook, and I don't know about Twitter. I don't know.
I knew they had it for Facebook because
Yeah,
I saw some people
Facebook
post
it-
about
yeah.
it, but I'm like, I don't really want to know.
That would make me so neurotic, though.
Would it?
Yeah. Just
It's interesting.
be like, why did he view it but not like it?
But
I
not
don't
like
well,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's. I don't even know what the point of it is. I also have the one. You guys, it's just because my management makes me become obsessed with social media. This is
Yeah,
what
I
they do to
bet.
you because it's important now, and it's bullshit that it's important, but it like
crazy.
matters.
Yeah.
Agencies, networks, they give a shit about your followers.
People
it's a
get
necessary-
cast off of just how many likes you have.
It's insane. So
Yeah.
there's another one too where I can see if somebody has unfollowed me.
Oh, I don't want that one.
If I can see who is following or who I'm following that's not following me, which you immediately get unfollowed.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a full thing. And who has blocked you? Like it'll tell you everything. It's
Oh,
amazing.
wow.
It is crazy though how much we know about each other
Yeah.
with this. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, like I literally like walk into a party in Los Angeles and I can walk up to a woman I've never met before and be like, "Oh my God, I love your new little dog Booksy.
Yeah.
She's so cute."
Oh my gosh.
She's like, "How do you know I have a new dog named Booksy?" I was like, "I follow you." And
Yeah, no, that's happened to me.
Instagram.
Where
I
people
mean, it's
talk
really-
about something like my dog or something, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, how do you know that? Oh, 'cause
Right.
I posted
follow you.
I
Yeah.
posted a picture and I talked about it.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's weird. It's like
I
the
know.
more we know about each other through social media, but yet the more isolated we are at the same time.
Absolutely.
So we're all sitting
Oh,
there on
it's-
our phones.
It's a thief of the night, honey. You go out to the bar and you take selfies, and then you just like can become one with that couch, running through those little
Yep.
filters,
We
you know, and then
are-
you slide it into Facetune.
Yeah,
and
the zombie apocalypse is
Yeah.
real. It's just
Yeah.
with cell phones.
I think it's also we put in a less amount of effort when we are with each other because we don't have to really catch up anymore.
That's
you know What I mean?
true.
We've
It's-
caught up
yeah.
so much with this, so it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I know you had your show last week. I'm not going to ask you about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
true.
That would be exhausting.
Right.
And I need all of my energy to see who unfollowed me.
Exactly.
So you know.
Oh,
That is a really good point, though.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like it's also making us incredibly apathetic. Actually, you know, this is like a weird way to take it, but Louis C.K. did a great he had an interview on Kimmel or Letterman or whatever he was on, and he was talking about how the internet is making kids so apathetic now because when we were kids and we were running around and you would insult somebody and you'd be like, you're ugly or whatever, you would immediately see the reaction on that person's face and that they felt hurt and that they look, you know what I mean, and you'd be like, oh, that felt bad, it didn't feel good, you know what I mean. But now when you just when you're typing shit off and you're like, you're a slut, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to get that reaction anymore. You don't have to be faced with those consequences, so you become incredibly apathetic. We're creating, like, essentially tiny little sociopaths.
Like Trump.
Because exactly.
Well, we were before you guys came out, I was talking about Lady Gaga and Madonna and the fans, and my thing was, I'm like, you can like both people. You don't have to not like them.
Right.
And some of the Gaga fans are like that. They're just very young and they just feel like they can be, I mean, they're mean and they're horrible and going against everything she stands for.
Right.
And so it's just, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Fucking trolls, man.
Speaking of trolls and everything, we have this little segment we do, which is called What You Do. And it's just some hypothetical questions, and you just tell me what you would do in it. And there's no wrong or right answer. All right.
I've fallen for that trap before.
Okay. Well,
I've gone down that K-hole before.
okay. Well, there's one that's kind of a little, maybe I'll do this more serious one. Okay, you wake up one morning and feel a bit strange. You look in the mirror and realize that your consciousness has been transferred into a different body. The person you now inhabit is Donald Trump. What you do? What you do? What you do?
Brush my hair.
Brush your hair.
You wake up and you are Donald Trump. So.
Oh.
I mean,
kill myself?
Yeah, suicide. I was going to say ritual suicide.
I mean,
10,000%.
I would do the world a favor and kill myself.
Yeah.
What? Sure. What? Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm talking to the sound engineer. We're figuring out something.
What's happened? Are we not allowed to say suicide
Oh, no.
on the air?
But no.
I was like, did we just get fucking
I
censored?
know. Did we just get censored?
We were
security.
Right?
He was trying to subtly tell me something that I was not getting for the next time we do this next question.
That's actually
all.
my favorite thing because that is never, I mean, the percentage of times that's actually ever worked in any situation ever, but we always still do it. We're always like,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, what? It never actually works, but we always go for it. We're like, maybe this time.
It only works in A League of Their Own when Tom Hanks is trying to tell Gina Davis something.
Absolutely.
The only time it works.
Other than that, it's you always stop. Like the best is you tried to keep
talking while listening.
You're like,
Terrible.
Like fully trying to register on your face, like you're like, oh.
I know. It was so bad. And then I realized what I was doing, and your answers, so it looked like I was freaking out about your answers.
Well, see, you're used to doing reality television where you can do another take.
Yeah, totally. But no, I think that is the logical answer.
Yeah.
Although I thought about it too, and I'm like, well, that's kind of what I would do, but maybe I would do something first, like kind of just. I don't know.
Maybe just
fix some things.
Yeah, try to undo the damage that I've done.
But I wouldn't want him to get credit for it either. So it's kind of like.
You know what, though, you guys? I feel like, I'm at the point where I don't give a fuck about credit anymore. Like, there's so much more at stake. Somebody just needs to do what's fucking right. So here's the thing. If we're Trump and we die, then we get Pence. Is that really better?
Right.
So maybe we just, turn it around. Maybe we turn it around and we start, doing some good things.
Well,
let him get the credit. Who fucking cares?
Or maybe I don't know. I like a bridesmaid scenes comes to mind, like in a wedding dress and just go shitting in the street, like it's happening. It's do such crazy things like that you can't control. That people are like, what the?
Do you think
fuck?
there is anything at this point that he could do that would make people say what the fuck? Because I feel like
Apparently
he's
not.
done them.
Yeah,
Apparently not. Yeah.
No, not to some of his followers. I mean, the one true thing.
We're inhabiting his body though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then we could, I'd do a press conference in drag. And be like, I love her Jews and homosexuals.
Start singing.
Yeah. And he's trying to stop it, but he can't because we're taking over his body.
I think the one thing that would actually shock people if Donald Trump were to actually do would be to, I don't know, tell the truth?
Tell the
be
truth.
decent?
Yeah, right.
Shocking.
I mean, what I was going to say is he did tell the truth the one time when he said I could literally shoot someone in the
Oh,
street
yeah,
and
that's
I wouldn't
true.
lose followers.
Yeah.
He did say, yep.
The real
He was
question
right.
is, does Donald Trump then wake up in my body?
No.
'Cause that gets real interesting for a lot of people in my life.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Let's just say no.
Oh, all right.
No.
He is out of the
I know, like, is
picture
this a
for a
full-on
while.
Freaky Friday
Yeah.
situation?
Right.
Well, I
That's a
think
new
I said
show.
We're all sitting
I
here
think
during
I-
the radio and
I
everybody's
did,
going,
yeah.
okay. She's canceled.
I think I did write Freaky Friday in it at first, but then I'm like, I don't know if I want him to go anywhere.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these are what I said at home before my prep for the radio show. I'm like, what
Hours
can
of
I?
prep.
What?
Okay, trauma in a different body. I mean, well, this next one. I mean, this one really took a lot of hours and a lot of thought. Okay, you're cruising down a desert highway with no traffic in sight, but suddenly you come across an unexpected fork in the road. The sign pointing to the right says, "No dick for you." The sign pointing to the left road says, "Explosive diarrhea." Which road do you choose? What you do? That's what we were trying
That's
to get.
what you were trying
Sorry,
to do.
there.
I like
yeah.
that.
Wait, like no dick forever?
It doesn't have a time limit on
Well,
it.
I
but
can
at
tell
least-
you this.
we'll
if,
say
if,
a
if you
year.
take the road where it's explosive diarrhea, you, in some of our cases, you probably wouldn't be getting much dick anyway. So I would just keep going straight down the road.
valid
not take
point.
a turn.
Death. You choose death.
You choose that. Exactly. Exactly.
I don't know. I had my gallbladder taken out. A couple
Me too.
I did too.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, did none of us have gallbladders?
No,
What?
we're totally gallbladderless.
I have
Oh
a
my
I have a
God.
Well, then you
gallbladder.
understand that, like,
Sorry.
How dare you?
understand that, like, it's not
It
that much
comes.
of a departure. So I guess I just take the diarrhea. I continue to take the diarrhea.
Continue to take the diarrhea.
Oh.
Yeah.
You continue to take the diarrhea so you can take the dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have another hole, you guys. So, like,
Well, exactly.
Yeah, we're good.
Exactly.
We cool.
See, you all
We're good.
You
We're
all
fine.
good.
Yeah, we are.
You know.
so
It's just
good luck. Good luck with your projects.
Right. Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's no wrong answer.
No.
but I think
no.
It's tough.
I mean,
the no dick for you is kind of that's heartbreaking. I think.
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
diarrhea really is not fun.
No.
Well, no, but you're not gonna.
No.
Not that I would know. I mean, I don't even have an asshole, so.
Oh.
Hey, maybe you'll meet a nice man that's into it. You'll get both. I mean, you never know.
There's something for everyone.
If everyone has to take this fork in the
He's
road,
not stopping. I feel like this is a theme.
Who is that? It's our gallbladder. See, that's why we don't have gallbladders. I mean,
yeah. See,
this is what's happening.
oh
Well-
my god, I can't believe that.
That's so funny.
So many gallbladderless
I know.
humans.
And everyone's like, you have a lot of gall. No, I don't.
oh, dare
Wait,
you?
did you guys have gallstones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, they're
Giant.
so fucking
Painful as
painful.
So
fuck.
sick. So
I was
very
like,
sick.
what is
Nightmare.
happening to me? I'm dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was
Pretty much,
dying.
yeah.
Oh my
I wound
God.
up in the ER having
Yeah.
emergency surgery. I was like, get it out.
Samesies.
It hurts.
Seeing my stupid ass was like, well, no, I don't want to have the surgery.
Oh.
I need to go home and do research first. So then I went home and had another one like the next night.
And then you were like, I'm done.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, it's so painful. Ooh.
Oh, it's so painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, death.
Sorry.
Oh, we're part of a club, you guys.
I love that. I wonder what they did with our little gallstones.
They gave me mine.
Oh,
I
did
had
they?
Really?
them. I lost them, but in a move, like one of the moves I made, I was like, "What happened to
I
that?"
lost my gallbladder in a move.
Right.
I mean, you guys, that's a good name for a punk rock band, the Gallbladders,
Yeah.
right? You guys could be a trio.
Yeah.
I
I'm
love
in.
that. The gallbladders.
I know.
Or maybe a girl group or punk rock band.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Totally.
And we already have Kelly, who's a fabulous musician,
Hey, you
so
know
it's a
what?
win-win.
I got the instruments covered.
Yep.
And Carly's an
Just
amazing
all of
singer.
them.
And you're an amazing singer, so
I
I'll
don't play any
just
instruments.
I'll sell the merch. That's what I'll do.
Perfect.
Merch,
You
bitch.
can play the triangle.
I can, or a mean, yeah,
That's like-
Tambourine.
tambourine. That's
Yeah.
what it is. A mean tambourine.
you know what though? People like to slough off the tambourine. The tambourine's fucking hard.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
it is.
Yeah, because everyone pays attention to it because it's so tingy
Oh,
in the
that's
register
true.
in your cerebellum.
So you have to have rhythm.
So yeah, so people
You have to come in at the right time.
if
with
you're
it.
off, people are like, for fuck's
I'll
sake.
practice real hard, you guys. I
Yeah,
promise.
okay.
Do it. Or we're going to put you on cowbell. You know.
More cowbell.
More cowbell.
No, they'll probably say no more cowbell. Go back and sell the merch.
Oh.
Go back there, Sam.
Okay.
Well, thank you both for coming on the show today. It's been so much fun.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Talking about everything. So, Kelly Mantle, where can we find you on anything? Your
Yes.
2 seconds to plug anything.
Corner of Santa Monica and Highland after 2 a.m.
Yes.
Or kellymantle.com.
I love it. And Carly, thank you.
Yes,
And
thank you.
Yeah.
I was just staring into the abyss of this. Like, I forget that I'm on a fucking
Well, you know.
show right now. I was like, oh, it's over.
Ooh,
Let's start
knobs.
this. Ugh. This idiot.
She just losered herself,
Yeah,
everybody.
I did.
Well, you've been told your social media is very important, so now,
Yeah.
now you
Yes.
can plug
Oh,
it.
yeah. Come troll me at Carly Jibson on Twitter, Instagram, and all the things. And you can also catch me on Amazon September 8th on a new show called One Mississippi with Tig Notaro, executive producer Louis C.K.
Tig!
Yeah, it's so great.
Love
We're
her.
doing second
Her.
season of that. So.
And the guest book is on.
it's on TBS Thursday nights at 10:30, 9:30 Central.
Yay.
Girl, you were killing it right now.
Yes.
Come check it out.
Yes, I love me some tickles.
Yay! Tickles.
Come get it.
And my co-hostess, Samantha Hale, where can you find you?
At that crossroads, still wondering if I want no dick or diarrhea. So you
Right.
can find me. Twitter and Instagram at the Samantha Hale.
Fabulous. And I'm Pandora Boxx. My show is cleverly called The Pandora Boxx Show. You can find me at pandoraboxx.com. There's 2 X's in box because the extra X marks the spot. On my explosive diarrhea. Good night. Thank you. Ew, that's a terrible no. Thank you.
It's the Pandora Boxx Show.